Hello everyone and welcome to PendulumEdu, and in this session here we're here to discuss some vocabulary words with you. Now in this article we're going to have a discussion on the sports section, and this is across the globe. Now when I say more at the top on US Open 2020, we are going to talk about a few things that are also pertaining to your current affairs section. Now, why? Because it will discuss the place where this is happening, time, or maybe the date. So that would be appropriate in terms of your current affairs section. So let's be up for this news that is coming up and grab the information. The US Open was not short on exhibition of top-notch skill and indomitable will. Top-notch is an adjective. It is qualifying this subject, noun subject skill, and indomitable is qualifying this noun subject, that is will. So indomitable is also an adjective. Now top-notch means something that is excellent or of great quality. Okay, something that is the best of all. In Hindi we say something that belongs to the sheesh sthan. So sheesh ka जो चीज़ होती है, that is top notch, like on the top. And when I say indomitable, it means anything that is impossible to be defeated, जिसको आप हरा नहीं सकते या जिसे हराया नहीं जा सकता, that is indomitable. So जो will है, जो इच्छा शक्ति है, वो indomitable है. That cannot be subdued. Which means आप उसे दबा नहीं सकते. So subdue is दबाना, but cannot be subdued, which means आप उसको दबा नहीं सकते. So they're saying that US Open was not short on exhibition. That means there was no lack of top-notch skill and indomitable will. People are passionate enough, and they're extremely talented and skilled. The 2020 US Open, which concluded at New York on Sunday, may not have its usual stardust, but that should not deflect from the excellence of Dominic Thiem and Naomi Osaka. Now we have been watching it. The news is there, and if you watch on television as well. Now here it says that it concluded at New York. Now when I say it concluded at New York, this is important to note. This place, as I said, current affairs perspective. Now though it may not have its usual stardust, like there were not many names, big names, but that should not deflect. Deflect here is used as a verb. I'm going to wipe off the screen and explain you. So deflect is a verb which means to divert or go on another track. Like for example, you are walking straight and suddenly you retrace. So this is deflect. आप मुड़ जाते हो. So that is मुड़ना. Okay, that is deflect. From the excellence of Dominic Thiem and Naomi Osaka, we cannot neglect these people. We cannot neglect these names and the talent they have, who won their first and third Grand Slam singles titles respectively. So Naomi Osaka, she has taken third Grand Slam, and Dominic Thiem has taken the first Grand Slam. So you have to make note of this. Okay, this is again from current affairs perspective. Injuries and travel concerns owing to the COVID-19 pandemic forced Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal into making the trip across the Atlantic. World number one Novak Djokovic, chasing Federer's all-time record of 20 Grand Slams, took the bait, only to be disqualified in the fourth round for accidentally striking a line judge with the ball. Now, Novak has always chased Federer, and he wanted to make it to the record of 20 Grand Slams that Federer holds. So he was doing the same, like took the bait. He would have done it, he would have took the bait. See, take the bait is the original phrase. Now here it's used in past, so it is written took the bait. Take the bait is a phrase which means to do. I'm going to explain you it's a bit extended one. Take the bait means to do exactly what somebody else tells you to do, or you see someone else doing, so you want to do it. So Federer's record he wanted to chase. So that is what he had almost done it, but in the fourth round he got disqualified because of hitting a line judge accidentally with the ball, and we're all aware, it was all in the news, all over in the news. It's like 2 to 3 days back. So he mistakenly, and that was not at all intentional, it was not deliberate, it was unintentional, and the ball hit the line judge and he got disqualified in the fourth round. Otherwise he would have managed to break the record or reach that particular record. Among women, 6 of the top 8 were missing. But in extraordinary times, strength of the competition must not be the only barometer. Now, out of 8, the 6 top-notch players were missing. But they say amid the crisis, the strength of the competition must not be the only barometer. Like who is the strength and who is the weakling. But it should be that with the passion players play, it should be taken that away. Further, it has been said the travel, the isolation, lack of fan engagement and persistent threat. Persistent is an adjective which means continuous. N-U-O-U-S, continuous, like not at all stopping, like it is nirantar jo hota hai ek tarike se. Threat of the virus meant that players had to mine every bit of their mental energy, like they have to give it there. They have to be up, like mentally, physically, so definitely yes, but mentally also, because they have to be present because of the virus, the threat of the virus right there. Also, the travel that they had to, or the travel process that had to take, plus there was lack of fan engagement. There were no fans watching, like less of the fans engagement, and because of that, all of these factors, they had to be mentally really strong to focus and emphasize in the game. It is a testament that is a noun. First of all, it means एक तरीके का प्रमाण, किसी चीज का सबूत. Okay, it is a testament to Thiems and Osaka's supreme abilities that they did not wither. कि वो कमजोर पड़ना. To weaken. That they did not wither. Wither is a verb, okay? And managed to even summon their best tennis and fight back from the brink against the young Alexander Zverev and seasoned Victoria Azarenka, both players of top-notch skill and indomitable will. They say that we cannot disregard or neglect. हम इस चीज़ को neglect नहीं कर सकते जो थीम और ओसाका ने किया है अपनी abilities के साथ, अपनी extreme supreme ability के साथ. ये एक तरीके का उस चीज़ का सबूत है कि हम कितने developed या हम कितने skilled हैं in terms of players. दैट वो बिल्कुल घबराए नहीं, वो कमज़ोर नहीं पड़े और उन्होंने मैनेज किया बिल्कुल लास्ट तक पहुँच कर. फ्रॉम द ब्रिंक, ये जो फ्रेज़ यहाँ यूज़ हुआ है, फ्रॉम द ब्रिंक मीन्स फ्रॉम द एज. कहते हैं ना एकदम कोने से, तो उस चोटी तक या उस कॉर्नर तक पहुँचकर भी वो हार भी सकते थे, बट उन्होंने गेम वापस अपनी ओर खींच लिया. They fought back against the young Alexander and Victoria. Both the players with top-notch skill and again indomitable will, just as Thiem and Osaka. Thiem is the first-time men's major winner 6 long years after Marin Cilic 2014 US Open, while Osaka has joined Venus Williams and Serena Williams, Kim Clijsters and Angelique Kerber as the only active women to have won at least 3 single majors. Now, Osaka, you have to be aware of this now, that Osaka has taken this record of winning 3 singles major, and she's in the list with Venus Williams, Serena Williams and others, like Kim Clijsters and Angelique Kerber. So these are again things that you have to keep note of. Statistics aside, the tournament provided the first glimpse is jhalak, like a view, okay, a quick view of how men's tennis could shape up in the absence of Federer, Djokovic and Nadal. Like, there are players. It's not that the entire tennis is dependent on these three players, but there are players, and if these players retire, some of them, they would definitely be. So it is not that like the tennis or the sport will not shape up, or it will like just completely vanish. It's not that. Even if they go, this tournament has shown that how would the other players shape up tennis once these players leave. The team led mid-card, which also includes Zverev, Dani Medvedev and Stefanos Tsitsipas. Now this team, silent as Tsitsipas, made good on its promise and provided 3 of the 4 semi-finalists. Now again, this is statistics. That the 27-year-old Australian broke through first was no surprise, for he had already reached 3 major finals and consistently beaten the big stars. So there was no surprise. The 27-year-old Australian, he broke through and he won the majors. He has previously also done the same, so it was of no surprise. The most recent was in Melbourne earlier this year, where he came with a set of defeating Djokovic in the final after having already felled the then world number 1 Nadal in the quarterfinals. So in quarterfinal Nadal and in final Djokovic. So there's no surprise taken when he came up with a victory. While Thiem appears to be the future, Osaka, nearly 5 years younger, is very much the woman of the moment. The Japanese is the most decorated Asian singles player, and her use of the platform of being the most marketable sportswoman on the planet to highlight instances of racial injustice has captured the world's imagination. So not just the sports, but also the social activities that they're involved in have tapped the, I would say, attention to people. They've grabbed it. So here, if you see, until now the paragraph talks about players, like who stands away and what is the level and what would be their future in this particular space. Serena, who failed yet again in her quest is noun, which means search. Getting a coach. So quest to capture a record equaling 24th Grand Slam, who will remain the top draw as long as she plays. But Osaka has carved out her own identity. Carve out. Carve out is a phrase which means to manage, to have with great efforts. बहुत मेहनत करके जब आप किसी चीज़ को बनाते हो या establish करते हो, that is to carve out. So उन्होंने बहुत मेहनत से ओसाका ने अपनी identity carve out की है. The immediate future of tennis may lie in a sequestered world. Okay, sequestered world. Sequestered is an adjective which means isolated. कहते हैं ना अलग, अकेला. Okay, of biosecure bubbles, but barriers are no doubt being taken down. By biosecure bubbles तो रहेंगे because of this the pandemic, like so safety is important, but थोड़ा सा अभी जो future टेनिस का वो थोड़ा सा sequestered रहेगा, मतलब थोड़ा सा अलग रहेगा दुनिया से, secluded रहेगा, क्योंकि आप देख रहे हैं because the pandemic and the fear that they have because of the virus. But the barriers are taken down. A few, I would say, the restrictions have been taken down. So things will be better soon, hopefully. Right. So this was the tennis, the future of tennis at present, what it is, what is happening, and the players, that upcoming players that would be there. You would see their names highlighted in coming future. So I want you to practice this article. I want you to revise the words that we've discussed, and the word that I want to focus today would be on quest, which is a noun and it means a search. It could be any kind of search, okay? That is quest. For example, my quest for peace ended when I sat in my balcony, surrounded by all the plants right there planted by me. So that's quest, that is search, एक तरीके की जो खोज होती है. So you can use it in sentences. It's a noun subject, so use it appropriately. I shall see you soon in the next session with yet another set of words. Till then, keep learning and growing. Thank you so much, and not to forget to hit the like button to the video and subscribe to the channel for more sessions with us. Thank you so much.